My fellow Americans, let's have a common sense conversation about guns. We should all remember how this country was born. It was George Washington and a group of citizens who overthrew the oppressive government of the King of England on these shores, and they did it with guns. Guns made that victory possible. Guns gave birth to America. Oppressive governments everywhere fear citizens with guns. Hitler got rid of the guns, Mao got rid of the guns, Stalin got rid of the guns, and now the Democrats want to get rid of America's guns. But this is not the first time that Democrats have sung the mantra of gun control. That's what they call getting rid of guns. Gun control. Right after slavery, when former slaves started using their guns to protect families and their lives from oppressive Democrats, right then they discovered gun control. And again, after World War I, again, Democrats made a big push for gun control when black war veterans returned from Europe fighting for freedom and started using their guns and their skills against their oppressive Democrat governments in the South. Then, once again, Democrats demanded government gun control. Let me give you an example of why I am a gun boy. Now, today, as Americans face the challenges of another oppressive Democrat government, which cares more about the world than they care about American citizens, today, now, once again, they demand gun control. But it is at this very moment that American families can depend only upon themselves and their guns to protect their families and their lives. It is at this moment, as we descend into national lawlessness, that we Americans need our guns. It is at this moment, as we are overrun with imported drugs, imported gang members, imported guns, and imported criminals. It is now that we need our guns. Right now, forces want to destroy America. They want to destroy oil and gas, destroy our economy, sending trillions overseas. They want to destroy our culture with open borders, destroy our God and our rights to worship as we please. Right now, as we face all these threats and an uncertain future, we Americans need our guns. Now let's talk some common sense. Guns are powerful tools. They do not belong in the hands of violent criminals, and they do not belong in the hands of mentally unbalanced people. So we need laws to prevent those two groups of people from getting their hands on guns. A lot of people are wondering how guns get into the hands of violent teenagers who are shooting up America's communities and America's streets. Many of those guns are stolen, and very many are brought into our country illegally through our southern border because of Democrats' open border policies. You can't be satisfied with that. So let's try some common sense solutions for a change. Let's impose serious consequences on violent gun crimes and gun-using criminals. And let's close the doggone southern border. Keep the drugs, the criminals, and the illegal guns out of our country. Now, let's talk common sense protections that we need. First, the police. Arm, train, and equip every police department with the military armament to have a SWAT team capable of rapid response to violence in schools, in churches, in malls, and wherever criminals do their evil deeds. Second, common sense protection. Station at least one police officer in every school in America. Those same people who want gun control want to send billions to protect other nations, but they don't want to spend any money to protect little American children. Vote them out. Get them out of the business of misleading America. Third, common sense protection. Remove violent criminals from America's streets and neighborhoods. We have liberal DAs and judges who turn these monster predators right back into our communities. They just had one who shot a man on the New York subway. He had 19 prior arrests, 2 open cases, and some judge let him out on a $1 bond. Then he went and shot the guy on the subway. That's not protecting people, and that's not justice. Put them in prison and make prison a harsh punishment again. And for those who kill, bring back the death penalty. This is not rocket science, people. Just plain common sense. A big part of our problem is not guns, it is the gutless politicians. We elect those liberal DAs, judges, and politicians who handcuff law enforcement and let crime run rampant over America. We have to make better choices at the voting booths. We must only vote for those who love God, love America, and have common sense. We must only vote for those who have the courage and the coconuts to protect and preserve our homeland, our America.